Hello, bonsoir. Welcome to our live today.
Hi, dear friends. We have so juicy topic.
Yeah, such a wonderful topic today. Transform fear into excitement. Yeah, if you're drawn to, um, yeah, I did it like that. Okay, I'm gonna put this open. Yeah, if you're drawn to that topic of awakening, liberation, authentic life, or authenticity, or how to live, how to be here freely and having experienced joy and excitement and creativity and inspiration, this may be helpful, may be supportive. Yeah, you are welcome here. Yeah, and today
Fear.
we are going to explore fear, this powerful, vital force, this energy that it's as if coming and overwhelming the whole experience. And if you're watching live, you're most welcome to, say hi, ask a question, or just share your experience. And at a certain moment, we are going to go through the chat and read some of those questions or sharings or comments. Yeah, much appreciated.
Let's reflect about fear. Let's see that the mind is too weak to meet fear. Mind is scared from fear.
Yeah, the force that comes when we feel that energy, it's like there is no gap to feel it deeply, to bring it closer. There is no gap. There is this denial or label from mind that this is not okay. I have to do something. There is fear. I have to do something.
Mm.
And that's a common experience. It's not wrong.
Yeah, so why? Let's say in this way. Let's notice that this is not mind's job to deal with fear.
Mm.
And to see what is that we are that really is meeting fear. Mm.
Usually, when this energy arises, there is a story attached to it. So it may come as an energy, really strong, but usually there is a story. So, what to do first? To notice the story around the fear. Fear comes with a story, usually a story of someone, a story of insecure future, and the story of terrible past.
And if you want to make it in the fun way, notice how mind is turned on by fear.
Yeah.
This may happen, this, even worse, even this, even that. It's
The worst scenarios are fear.
so creative too.
Mm.
And then to find what is behind the mind. Who is meeting the fear? And also to put attention that what we are, our attention is to toward something else, and fear just, yeah, like I don't know how in English this instrument, barabam,
Drum.
drum. Let's say fear is coming to the drum, and oh, and what is coming is not fear, but ah, transforming fear.
Do something. I'm just navigating here close. Mm. Mm. Fear is an inevitable companion also when we start approaching this very higher goal awakening. Fear is inevitably arising on the horizontal. Again, with different stories around that. Fear is a protective mechanism, is a very good taking care mechanism. But in this sense is a hindrance. And it's as if like we can't move forward. Fear is blocking, stopping us. And fear may arise as it has, or from what I notice, it has many different aspects. It's not only a very intense energy with certain story. Fear arises as a postponement, distraction, subtle forms of resistance. Fear is a hidden or disquist, I think it was the word, as I have something more important to do. It's not the right time. So is this present in your experience? That's another question that we can have a look. How it is, how it rings for you, this. Or maybe where you notice, when you notice fear arising as an energy. Or maybe we can share also something from our experience. That's going to be amazing. What do you think?
Yeah, in my experience, uh, when I found, discover, realize, experience, yeah, words are weak,
Failing.
failing. What we are, what is meeting fear. And before this moment, fear is something that, yeah, I should deal with that in some tricks, some ways, some practice, some, yeah. But when we discover what is meeting fear really, then in this moment fear is losing the grip, the importance,
Power.
the power. So fear is coming, and then as if this is survival mode, there is something, I'm in threatened, something will happen. Also move of passos.
I'm threatened.
I'm threatened. But when we found what we are, then fear is coming.
Yeah, it's an energy.
And disappear in the drum. Drum?
Drum.
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 Yeah. And I want to expand it, this drum. So drum. And there is something like, let's say, wooden stick.
What kind of stick?
Drvena prčka.
All right. Wooden stick. Good.
And this stick, let's metaphor is fear. When a stick is coming, pročka.
Stick is coming.
Stick is going to the drum we are. As if something bad will happen. But transformation is when the stick hits the drum.
The drum.
And the sound is nothing to do with wooden stick. The response and the signal is nothing to do with this. It is the same. Fear is coming. And something beautiful is reflect is but nothing to do with fear. Yeah, it doesn't matter if fear is here or no. It doesn't matter because we are our attention, our curiosity towards something else, towards you, for example. You are more important than the fear.
Yeah. And again, I'm drawn to just expand on some other layers or levels. That this energy that mind labels as fear, and then that we are so habitually afraid from it. It's like, oh, we don't know what to do. This energy has so much power. It is powerful energy. It's not, we are not underestimating that. We are not denying that. We are not saying, yeah, whatever. No, it's powerful energy. But it comes to something much more greater and powerful than that energy. And the invitation is to notice that. Sometimes it's not possible, or it seems difficult. And then we go to the stories, then we go to solve the problems that fear brings here. We go to delve into the various scenarios that may happen, which is not wrong. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, this is a wise energy. It is coming here for a reason. But it's not coming for someone small and separate.
What kind of reason?
Yeah, to bring a message, to say something. Fear is a protective mechanism, is a physical thing, instinct. But there is a difference between the instinct if there is a tiger in the room. So then there will be energy coming full force, and there won't be any thoughts about anything. Yeah, right? They will be running probably, or I don't know.
I would love to hug Tiger in the room.
Okay.
Oh, it's
All right. We are talking about another type of fear here, the fear that comes as a protection to something small. And that protection can embed itself in every layer of our lives. And then the experience is contracted, narrow, surviving, limited. Yeah. We start closing ourselves more and more, more and more. I know people that are afraid to go out from their homes. So I'm inviting these energies to soften, not the natural instinct that is coming, that is normally arising for everyone. Yeah, if we are happy with how we live, what's the problem? There isn't any problem to solve. But if we feel that there is something missing in our life, mostly like is suppressed, or fear acts in a certain way. And fear is not necessarily feeling like that, shaking, or no, we're not talking about that fear. If that fear is in your experience, if you have an experience of panic attacks or something like that, you go and search someone to help you right away. You're not dealing with that. You have to find support. We're looking here the other strategy, different strategies of that energy. That is obviously not so intense, but again, it's like a spider. It goes with its net on every layer of our life, of our experience. Yeah, and you can see where it has its grip on which part of your life right now. What are you afraid of? You're afraid of to go and meet strangers, meet new people. You're afraid to travel. You're afraid to say someone that you love them. You're afraid from your father, mother, ex-wife, ex-husband. Yeah, this is the kind of fear I'm pointing at. Fear of expressing yourself fully, freely. Fear of standing for yourself. Fear of saying, hey, I'm here, my word matter. My words matter.
Yeah, and we're here to say that first, we love this fear, this energy. Like you can remember during your childhood how we play games with fear, the bad guy, the good guy, how we enjoy to jump or to do something forbidden because to feel the fear, it's forbidden. Let's do that because yeah. Also roller coaster. Wow.
So horror movies.
Horror movies.
Horror movies is that, Edward?
All these fairy tales. Yeah. So first notice that yeah, fear is like child, we love to play with it. Right now, you are watching this again. Something is happening with fear. Ooh, yeah, let's notice this first that there is enjoyment. There is part of us that is enjoying this.
Yeah.
And also that fear is not important for us. we cannot deal. It's like a wind. Wind is coming, fear is coming, fear is coming. Well, it's not a problem. But we cannot meet this with understanding.
Yeah, it's the best when it is arising to meet it right away. Now we are just being here expressing this live with probably you are going to watch that now or you're going to watch it later or whatever. Yeah, if we are dealing with that or meeting that live, I mean, not live, but in real time, it's different.
Yeah, we're pointing that when we discover what is this dimension in us, this, как беше първо?
Drum.
This drum that is meeting fear, and this doesn't matter what the drum. Yeah, we're pointing toward this. That when we go inside in us, and I need someone to guide me because it's more easy when someone is helping you to see this, find this, because
it's
we don't know.
When someone is not in your condition, it doesn't share your condition patterns, right?
Mhm.
Or when someone is not afraid, let's say.
Yeah, and I was surprised to see that all pointers says notice the fear is not, there is no fear from fear. Leave it to pass through the space we are. And all this, they didn't work for me. But when I discover what we are, what is meeting really the fear, no strategy, no concepts, no ideas, no tricks, no hooks, no
Hacks.
hacks.
Hackism.
Hook.
Hackism.
Fuck.
Yes, my love.
Nothing is needed. Yeah, mind is weak to hold.
Yeah,
This
for mind. Yeah, it's
not mind's job.
yeah, mind can rest. It doesn't have to solve any problem here.
Yeah, and of course, it is important to pass through this, свързано с страха,
Relationship.
this relationship with fear. Yeah, you can find someone to help.
Yeah, that's important, not especially, if we start walking towards this awakening thing, or we want to bring more freedom and expansion in our day-to-day life, daily experience. Yeah, this is very important, much needed. And I would say that dealing with fear is also in every other situation, basically. Because again, fear has so many layers, sheets, in a way.
Yeah, and again, for me, the best way is to find what really is meeting fear. If we relay or we learn some concept, some trick,
Yeah, with this when we go on an energetical level, there are no concepts that can work here. Concepts are not working at all. They're believed to be true on the level of head here in this area. They're believed to be true. But when we drop deep down, they're seen for not relevant, not real. So what else about the fear? Let's see. I don't know if I
Okay, example is
live chat. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna send one smiley face in the chat to see. Okay, maybe there will be a delay.
okay, so example for fear. This is like to be on a date,
Yeah.
with beautiful partner that we are so attracted from.
I think too.
And wind is coming,
Wind is blowing.
wind is blowing. But attraction is extremely more powerful experience than the wind or fear. So attraction is this that doesn't pay attention to the fear of it. It's,
Fear, I think fear actually cannot arise when there is this other predominant experience.
it doesn't matter.
We were not afraid when we met. There was no fear. No question of fear at all.
Yeah, well, there is attraction. We cannot notice even. Is there fear? Let me check. Because we're interested from something else. And this attraction is, yeah, so vibrant, so powerful. Yeah, it's like
Butterfly.
like a butterfly.
Mm. Maybe a question can arise or may arise. Does fear come in our experience, in my experience? Yeah, it does. It may arise as an energy followed by thought or pattern of like sequence of thoughts. Yeah, it's free to arise. It's welcome to arise. The difference is that the intensity of the energy doesn't mean that there is something scary happening. And this is very clear. Yeah, there was fear, there was a lot of intensity when we were in US. In our experience, 24 hours. But then it gone. It's like happen and didn't happen at the same time.
Yeah, this is very important because
Mm.
usually we start living in the story in the past when there, let's say, strong fear.
Yeah, I think that's a
Okay.
post-traumatic experience. They call it. There is a
And when we didn't have capacity to
feel that. Yeah, usually in childhood.
transform it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible to transform fear. It's possible to become friend with that energy. It's possible to not be on the mercy of it also. It's possible to reclaim your freedom, your place here. Mm.
And maybe we can mention also shame. That somehow shame is connected with everything. Especially the shame of shame.
Mm. Yeah, nothing is wrong with anything. Basically, that's the whole thing. From what we discover, realized, not only in this experience here, but being working with many people through the years. Nothing is wrong with anything. Everything can be felt.
And it's more easy when we find what we are.
Yeah, I believe it's even not easy. It's like, yeah, maybe if you have the comparing from what was before, it's easier. When we realize what we are, the focus is almost always there. And it's not being wasted or diluted in other directions. Mm. Mm. What else? Mm. Yeah, share if you are watching that and share live. If you're watching this live, share. There is a live chat, I believe so. If you can find it and post it there. Yeah.
Mhm.
If you're watching it later, share as a comment. What do you experiencing? How it is for you? Because sharing is caring. That's why we are here sharing that, because we care. I mean, there is care, there is love, there is, I don't know, what is that? What is this that pulls us?
Yeah, this is to play with shame and fear. Yeah. To meet ourselves, to meet each other, to connect. What is in the way? You can feel shame to be open because of our attraction, our emotions.
Yeah, what is like to be open, to be vulnerable. Yeah, fear also plays and makes us like to hold back, to hold back ourselves. That's fear as well. It is not easily recognized, but it's fear from expressing, fear from connection. It's like there is such a deep longing for connection, and at the same time there is like that's fear also. Watch that. I can see that playing, for example, also on the street or when you meet someone, some stranger, for example, and yeah, there is so much openness that openness, or how to say, what is it like? Openness and genuine curiosity. It's like putting something like it's too much. It's like we have to hold ourselves back. We have to be like we're here to express ourselves. The way we want to, the way we are designed to express. I mean, I have to refresh it maybe. Let me check.
Yeah, I remember like a children. I have sister, kako pomaga. Small, small.
Younger.
Each is younger.
Younger than me.
Younger. And we slept in one room with two beds like this.
Separate beds.
Separate.
Single beds. Okay, single beds.
And during the night, she we have in Bulgaria one word that is brother, but bigger brother, but cool. Okay, I'm so scared because maybe this was an alien.
Aliens.
Aliens can enter the room. And I remember I expounded beautiful stories. Okay, my sister, look, imagine the earth, the globe, how vast, so big. So aliens, if there is at all, they will see the whole globe, the whole earth. And then there are maybe 7 continents. And they will choose one. So from 7 to choose one. Then from this continent to choose country. Then to choose the city. Then to choose the quarter. the street, the building. And then in this building, I touch floor, an exact window. And until I am telling this, and she is falling asleep because continent.
And that's really non-dual approach, I would say, alone for you. It's amazing.
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah, when we are young, we are wise.
So true.
And after that, when she remembered, brother, tell me again the story about aliens in the earth.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Use that video as a reminder and reflect back in your experience. It's like, where am I holding back? What is this part that is hesitating to feel, to open?
Or am I have the whole support I need? You want me to just, do I have the whole support I need?
Yeah, that's okay. What do you think? Hmm? Would you like to share something else?
Yeah, that is important to see through fear stories, to see, to realize
It's
that it doesn't have power to us, that we are more interested on what we are attracted
than from fear. And it's really important part or step when we start approaching that awakening thing or that sense of freedom that we are longing, that we are drawn to. Fear is important part of it. Without befriending fear, without fear being seen as an energy, it's not, I'm not saying impossible, but more difficult. It's difficult to move forward. It's like fear is a hindrance.
yeah, and also accept like fear is a job, and you want to find the job.
Mm.
Say, okay, I understand this is the job, but I want to find that. And this is, yeah, direction. You find support the right people.
Yeah. Everything starts moving around you. when you step on your, what is it like? Legs? No, it's not like legs. When you step on in your desire, everything starts moving around them. Oh, sorry. Mm.
Mm.
So we would love to interact with you. We'll see. We have this impulse to come up live almost every week. Let's see how it goes. But of course, you can find us, find the ways to connect with us, different ways to connect with us.
Mm. We would love to connect with you.
Mm.
Mm.
If I want to just share that if there was no questioning the fear, or if there was a believing of the stories that fear and that certain concepts or fear that is coming from our parents or their parents, or what is it like, inhabited, no, generation or whatever fear,
Mhm.
we wouldn't be here right now. Let's put it like that. I mean, here. We're just crazy enough to follow what's true for us. And there is an invitation to follow what's true for you. Be crazy enough to follow what's true for you. Mm.
Mm.
Much love.
Much love, guys.